welcome to India TV. I'm Shivangi, and as you know, this is the month of February. It's almost about to end, but there is March, and these 2 months are very, stressful for not only kids but also for their parents. Nursery admissions are there, and that actually makes parents nervous. And to talk about that, we have with us Dr. Usha Ram, who was part of the Ganguly committee, that was formed, for regulation of nursery admissions. Hello, ma'am. Welcome to India TV.
Hi, good morning.
Ma'am, if you talk about nursery admissions, it is a struggle to get into a good school, and it is a struggle for parents, not for kids. So, what do you want to say about it?
See, it's very important that we should understand holistically. We cannot just blame the schools, we cannot just blame the parents. Every parent wants their child to go to one of the lead schools because these days, what sells? The name, right? Whatever it is. That's the truth these days. Visibility is very important and that sells. Now, the people want to go to that particular school, whether it is very far off from their place. So my first thing is that why do we really look for? It should be near to your place. A child who is, let's not even talk about 3+, 4+, for which we have been talking about the Ganguly Commission. Now it has come to 4+ again, which we started. And no interviews and only the lottery system. So all that has come back and we are only doing that. Okay. Now the main thing is that the parents want their children to go to that particular school, whichever they want. For that, they don't mind children traveling for a 1 hour, a small child sitting in a bus or in the car for 1 hour to go to the school. Where is the emotional aspect? How does the child grow? Where are the social aspects the child is going to learn if you're going to really spend the child for 1 hour for going and 1 hour for coming? There are schools, I'm not saying that, best schools are also there. But what do you say? What is the definition of a best school? You as a parent also has to see at the I'm talking about the nursery level only. We are not talking about the senior level at all. At the nursery level, what is required? At any level, 4H are very important. Head, heart, hand and health. Are we taking care of all that? Are we taking care of all that? That is very, very important. From any angle, if the school is doing that and if it is near to your place, doesn't matter. When the lottery is, I'm giving you an example, when the lottery is there, oh, my child is not lucky. How can you say that? A child who's just 3+, 4+, and you're saying you're not lucky. Poor thing, the whole life is there. So, we have to change our attitude. The attitudinal change is very, very important.
Ma'am, but there is this obsession. I understand that, parents need to change their attitude, but there is this obsession with fancy schools.
That's all right. I'm not saying anything about it, but the question is, can your child, if it's near to your place, doesn't matter. It's okay, good. But if it's not very near to your place, why do you want to do it? And if your child did not get in that, go to another one. As a parent, what is your role? You don't have any role, only the school has a role. If I have to make my child a good child, a good human being, good Indian, with values, social values, emotional values, caring, sharing, that I can do myself also. So I'm not saying that, that race is there. But you can avoid that race at the initial stage. If you get it, fine. If you don't get it, see that your child is near to your school.
But ma'am, over the years, the number of students, number of kids is increasing. And the number of schools, they haven't increased on that pace. The number of seats remain quite same, but yeah, there is an increase, but not on that level.
See, for that, of course, it's the government which has to see to it that they provide more of, space, more of space to schools are wanting to start, but the space is not there. To give an example, in foreign countries, wherever, they want the best school, they will go near to that. They will take a house because otherwise they're not allowed. Here still we are open. We are going by the, you know, if you are from that school, you get more points, you know. So that is still there in our country, and especially in Delhi. Most important is that we should have more of good schools around. In whichever area, if you're starting a place, you should have good schools there. So that and people have started going there. If you see, I won't name the schools, but there are many branches of the schools. And the parents are shifting to those areas, you know, to see that the child goes there. My main question as an educationist is, please see to it that your child is comfortably going to the school with not much of time being with him. My main concern is that they waste more than 1 hour in the bus or in the car just to reach to that place, and then 1 hour for coming back. Why are you wasting that?
But ma'am, there is also one perception between public and private schools.
Yeah, that perception is there, you know, that we try our best, and we don't want to speak on that issue. You know, that is at a very, you know, different level altogether. As a private school person, you know, I've been always teaching. Of course, I've been helping the, you know, from the Directorate of Education and SCRT and all, and NCRT, I've been helping all the schools. So I have always taught only in private schools. You know, I've been conducting workshops for them, but I've never taught in a, you know, government school. So I really don't know much about it. They're trying their best, to be very frank. They're doing, I see children going in the morning, uniform, they're wearing, you know, they're wearing proper uniform, and they're going early morning, and there are cameras. Not that I'm promoting any party or anything. There are cameras, and, you know, teachers are conducting morning assembly. It was not there earlier, to be very frank. So they're trying their best. But that will go on everywhere, not only here, anywhere in the world you go. This kind of division and this kind of, you know, quality, you know, and the quantity, that part will go on, whether it is in commodities or in children or in hotels or in food, anyway.
Moving on, do you agree then that there is, you know, that the demand for good schools is outpacing the supply as of now?
That goes without saying. There is a need for good schools and good quality schools. See, there's another point. What is happening? People are thinking good school means there's an AC, there are the big you know, halls and big this thing, and, you know, that's not important. What is important? What is the input and what is the output? You know, you're making a child go to an I'm not again against it. Going to an air-conditioned school, and ultimately, do you think, you know, the child will always? How about the playground? They fall sick. There are children who are in the air-conditioned room, and when they have to go to play, and then they fall sick. So we have to see what is your definition of a good school. Don't go by the name, don't go by that, but go what is the quality that you are looking for. To be, again I repeat, to be a good human being, manners, etiquettes, caring, sharing, to be an Indian. That is what we need to teach them. Those are the basic qualities which are required. And not thinking, oh, it's an air-conditioned school, it's this. Of course, there should be less number of children and teacher. That number ratio is also, it's okay. That has to be kept in mind, and government has said, especially in our CBSE schools, and there not more than 35, you know, in the senior school and all. In the junior, in any case, 25 to 30. So, you know, that division is kept. So same thing should be done in all the schools. As I said, the number is so much. The population explosion, you know, there's so much, and everybody wants to go to that particular school. So they have a system. They have the lottery. They have the point system. They have the sibling. They have the single child. They have, what else do you expect the schools to do? You know, they are trying to be as fair as possible, because I was in the Ganguly Commission, that report at that time, we said the child should go only at 4+, and then the, you know, the points, there should not be any testing, no interviews or, you know, of the child, but still parents have to prepare the child for that. The child is going to the I know some of the parents, the children are going to the pre-nurseries, those, you know, and they are saying, what did you teach my child? I wanted to tell the parent, I taught your child how to take care of himself, how to take care of his body, how to love himself, how to love the parents, how to love the surrounding, and accept the way things are. Don't expect everything to be very rosy. Things will go up and down. Caring, how to help a person who has fallen down, right? How to, all those things are very important. That's why I talk about 4H. 4H I told you. So all those things are very important. So parents also have a role to play, you know. They just think that once I put my child into a good private school, now the school will take care. I don't think. We have to. As parents, it's our duty to be with the child when the child is growing. That growth part has to be looked into.
But parents do have some criticism for the point system as well. They feel that the school that they want their kids to get admission, even if it's far away, they want it. And then there is this condition. There are many parents who might not have had good education, but they want their single child to get educated in that particular school, which is a good one. So there is criticism from parents' side as well.
What do they expect from us? I'm just asking you. What is the alternative? Earlier, there used to be interviews of the parent, of the child, so that was not acceptable to us also as an educationist or whatever. Now, this lottery system and point system, what else can be done? If they have another policy or anything, they can tell us. We'll look into it.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us your time, and I hope all your questions all have been answered by ma'am. So, for further updates, keep watching India TV News.